Film Academy started 15 years ago, basically out of typical evolution of an idea. Many years ago, I was in this very building just down the hall, editing, and people would come to me with some problem. And I would say, all right, want to save money, just sit here at my editing station and fix it. And these were film school graduates. I have a bachelor's in film. I couldn't do anything. So I asked them things like, number one, where did you go? And they name off these schools. I'm not going to get into it right now. All in New York. And how much did you spend? Oh, $60,000. I have a student loan for $70,000 for my bachelor's in film, right? And they couldn't function. So I'm an entrepreneur by nature, and I had a little light go on in my head and say, oh my God, these people are being abused for their money, and they can't do anything. What if we were to provide them actual training that served them for a quarter of that? Because there's no need for it to be that crazy expensive. So that's how this school came about. If you're interested in media training, right, and you want to actually work in the world of digital media, you want to be a Hollywood success, or you want to be a technical success, you want to have your own media being noted by the public, or you want to work behind the scenes, your options are, they're kind of limited. And if universities, right, if they were to say, come here, you'll be out in 3 to 4 years, you'll be $60,000, $70,000 in debt. You'll be maybe 40% obsolete in what you've learned, because whatever existed in the media industry, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, 3 years ago, doesn't exist now out in the field. And so you'll be hugely in debt, you'll be 30, 40% obsolete, and you will have no way to make money. That's the deal. So please sign here. I don't think a lot of people would be doing that, but that is the reality. Of course, the marketing is masterful, it's beautiful, right? But that's the actual fact of life. In debt, obsolete, no access to money, no access to income whatsoever. We have programs that teach you all these different aspects of technical media training: lighting, sound, editing, animation, web TV development, steadicam, it goes on and on and on, all money makers. And then, besides all this training, the tuition is reasonable. This is $18,800 something, $875, almost $19,000, I think, for the entire program. Now, this is not pocket change. This is serious money. I acknowledge that, and it should be. But this is not gouging people. This is not a crushing debt. And then the last thing we do, which nobody in the world does, either because I'm a genius or an idiot, to this day, I don't know. It works out very well for us and our students, but I keep thinking, why aren't other people doing this? And I guess it's because they just don't have to. But we're the only school in the world that after you graduate, you have free access to all the equipment and all the facilities for the rest of your life. Because when you have access to this kind of equipment, what we're being shot on now are red cameras. If anybody knows anything about the industry, these are red cinema cameras. These people have access to this for free for the rest of their lives. This is a game changer. This is a career maker. So when you're bidding on jobs after you graduate, you can underbid anybody because you're not paying for anything. And you can have huge production value. So you have to kind of go out of your way to screw this up. But some people do, by doing nothing, essentially. And all this is an arrangement, a setup, so you can now get to work. You still have to get to work. Our people have access to all of this equipment. And there's even a little trick that I built in. After that first year, hire other DFA graduates on your gigs. I don't care, it doesn't have to be everybody, right? It can't be, but someone's got to do sound, someone's got to do lights, someone's got to do something. Hire as many DFA people as you can, and you will continue to get free equipment.